thank you for joining me. Let's just all take a breath together for a second. Breathe in, out. Some people really like breathing together, and I don't mind it, but I really like individual breathing. I actually used to not love it unless it was in yoga, because I just always felt like I was going to faint. It's like, this doesn't help my anxiety. I guess if I'm passed out, I'm not really like overreacting about anything, but doesn't seem like the best option. And then I had my therapist say, you just need to breathe out longer than you breathe in. Really, that's key. And so I do that, and it helps me. Maybe there are other things that would help other people, like the specific time lengths or the holding it. Just breathing out longer is enough. Thank you for having that moment with me. I appreciate it. So speaking of breathing in and out, we are talking about cleanliness today. Not just like, the house, but also on the inside. And how the outside and the inside cleanliness relate to one another. And luckily, I don't have to feel super guilty because my house is really clean right now, so it feels a little less hypocritical, except for the fact that Josh is the reason it's really clean. Like, I made the bed, but he did a lot of stuff yesterday while I was kind of running all over. I will admit, it's hard to clean when you're busy, right? I'm like really busy in life right now. I have my 3 jobs. And so it's just like, where's the time or the energy, really? Because sure, like I'm here for 3 or 4 hours at night, if that, but dude, I'm just gonna relax and read a book and plan my days. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I'm not gonna say like everyone has to be perfectly clean, or even if that's like really achievable for everyone. However, I think knowing these things can help inform our decisions. So if there is an opportunity and you're feeling a little less motivated, you can find motivation to go and clean and know that you'll end up feeling better. I have ADHD too, so if that's like plays into it for you, I've heard people give this tip and it worked for me. Sometimes it's just like getting started. This applies probably to most humans, to be honest. If you get started, and especially for me, like put on music. My husband likes podcasts. I like music. It becomes a little party. It's like, I could do this all day. And so then sometimes I just start dancing more than actually cleaning, and well, so it goes. Well, this blog was posted August 8th, 2021. Blog titled Cleansing Yourself Inside and Out. Books, a few boxes, a prom dress, shoes, other miscellaneous items. These objects are scattered around my living room, and they've been there for over a week, nearly untouched. Recently, to complement the style of our front room, our kitchen has accumulated piles of dishes in the sink and food crumbs on the counter. The filth disturbs me. Although it's minor, each time I walk into these areas, I immediately see another task to be done. With an item of importance constantly in my view, I never feel fully relaxed or at peace in my apartment. Perhaps if I had put forth every reasonable effort to scour the vicinity of any dirt or misplaced item, I would feel satisfied. Yet I have only procrastinated the cleaning job. In the Bible, cleanliness gets repeatedly emphasized. Actually, it's important enough to be clean that no unclean person hath any inheritance in the kingdom of God. Ephesians 5:5. Now, this verse has greater depth than analyzing if your house is messy or not. And I'm not using it to say that if your house isn't perfectly clean, you won't go to heaven. Not saying that. Rather, in the Bible, the repetition of cleanliness shows how important it is for us humans. For one, obviously, the degree to how clean something is can affect our physical health. Eat dirty meat off a dirty counter and you'll probably get sick. In addition, something talked about less often is that cleanliness also affects our mental and emotional health. In a study done by Princeton University, researchers found that clutter hinders a person's ability to focus on a task, such as writing this blog. As the visual cortex becomes overwhelmed by objects not related to the task, focus and efficiency decrease. Naturally, incomplete tasks often lead to additional anxiety and stress on top of the organization still left to do. On the flip side, the physical action of cleaning, along with the result of a cleaner home, helps to reduce stress, feelings of anxiety, and depressive systems. Many times I battle to gain the will to clean. Normally, my inward fight is against doing the dishes, putting away the laundry, which actually is sitting in a basket right in front of me, but I will do it today. Or some other basic necessary job. However, at the times when it feels the hardest, if I complete the action of cleaning, I not only feel less stress, I feel a great sense of reward. As silly as it is, a sense of accomplishment washes over me and I'm much happier with the results of cleaning than the results of procrastination and neglect. If life feels overwhelming and stress looms over you, take a look around. Is the responsibility of cleaning an additional nagging stress? If it is, pick something to clean, perhaps the thing that is needed most. Do the dishes, dust the shelves, or fold and put away the laundry. And it may seem daunting, but unless it's an extreme case, these chores often take less than an hour, if not less than half an hour, to do. A small part of the day to dedicate it to. So clean the clutter in the home, clean the clutter in the mind. With small steps, you'll experience less stress and not a perfect home, but a cared for home. Yay! I have my references at the bottom of this, if anybody's curious into looking to those studies. I think it's so interesting that it literally takes away your focus. And so obviously if you have something like ADHD, it's even harder, but it is so nice to get something done or to start on something. Like maybe you don't finish the dishes, maybe you only have 10 minutes of energy to put to them, but my gosh, then there's less dishes you're staring at, less of a task to distract you. Good job, you did it. And I don't know, I feel like for me, there always feels like there's a little more to it besides the focus thing. But maybe not. Maybe it's an aesthetic thing. I love how my house looks when it's clean, because you can put up your cute pillows on the bed and, the dirty dishes aren't distracting from the cute decor on the wall. So there's an aesthetic part of it for me too. Some part of me always feels like I don't have the motivation. So I enjoy when people decide to come over because it's a motivation to have things look nice for my friends. I want them to be in a good environment and yeah, I don't know. So if for some reason I can do it when friends are coming over and it takes very little time, then I must be able to do it in other cases, right? Now, that said, everyone, way different. I am just a girl in her 20s with no kids living in an apartment. Very small. There are people out there with many kids or big houses, no maids. It's just a whole different situation. And that's why I'm saying I don't know if there are situations where you can have things spick and span or even complete one entire task of cleaning something. But whittling it away is nice. I have seen dirt take people's lives over, and it's just it's overwhelming when it's a little bit, but then it almost feels like another hopeless situation when it gets to be too much. If you ever feel like it's too much, I don't know who you know, but I definitely know that in my situation, like there are people in my church who like would happily come over and help me clean if I was overwhelmed with it. And I'm not injured or anything or have any excuse per se. They would do that. And I think there are people in lots of different communities who are willing to help. So I'm not gonna lie, it's embarrassing. Should it be embarrassing? No, because we all have dirty houses. Let's just be honest. And maybe the best way to do it is just to clean each other's houses for one another. But yeah, I totally think it's good to ask for help. And if you know someone, like someone you came to mind when I mentioned that, give it a shot. And then you also get time to hang out with friends and do something successful together. Win, 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 win. Well, thanks for watching. If you have any tips on how to like overcome the resistance to wanting to clean, let me know, because still working on this myself. Like and subscribe, or visit my blog or Instagram, or just feel satisfied with this one video. Whatever suits you. Thanks!